Hey everyone, it's with Page Domination Marketing Blueprint here in beautiful Cabo San Lucas. And every once in a while, my business partner, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Howdy, howdy, Rosa, California, where we actually do have a little sunshine today.
Every once in a while, we get on these topics as to, what we should talk about today. And just 5 minutes ago, Ryan said, hey, what do you want to talk about? And what do you know about this new Mobilegeddon? So what I want to do is I want to maybe just kind of talk to Ryan, let him tell us about what's happening and what exciting or bad changes that occurred today on the internet regarding Google. So go ahead, Ryan, I give this call to you.
All right, so Mobilegeddon is really important because back in February, Google made a very direct announcement that come April 21st, if your website was not mobile friendly, it was going to de-rank it significantly. And the key significance behind this is that Google is typically somewhat secretive when they change rankings because they don't want to give SEO people a heads up on the competition. However, this one is a very dramatic. We expect some really significant changes to happen, and therefore Google gave everybody the heads up and an opportunity. They gave them plenty of time to check their website and see if it is mobile friendly. And the key reason behind all of this is the fact that more and more people are using their mobile device to find information, especially when they're looking for local business, maybe directions, shopping information, maybe reviews. And if your website is not mobile friendly, I can't tell you how many times I've had to go on my phone and then start doing this deal where you're trying to zoom in on a website in order to see the text because it's set up for a desktop browser and not a mobile browser. The key reason why Google is doing this is obviously more people are doing Google search, or excuse me, are doing searches on their cell phones. However, you got to think about things from Google's point of view in the sense that everybody who does a search on Google is a client of Google. If Google is giving bad search results back to their clients are no longer going to use Google. They're going to go and use another browser such as Bing or Yahoo. So it's in Google's best interest to say, look, more and more people are using mobile. Therefore, your website needs to be mobile friendly so that we can give results that are easy for the end user to read. And a mobile device is set up in a way, or a mobile website is set up in a way that it's friendly for touching because we use our fingers instead of a mouse. And then number two, that the text is large enough to actually be read. And there is a website, or a web page, I should say, on Google's Webmaster Tools where you can actually go in and check if your website is mobile friendly. We're not going to actually go through and showcase how it works because it's very simple. There's a place where you can put a website in, you type it in, you hit enter, and it'll tell you yes or no, red or green, whether or not the website's mobile friendly. And I'll make sure I share that link with people, Michael.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel, Ryan, how you personally feel about this, but me personally, in my opinion, Google has always been consistent, and that is they want to provide the best search results for the end user, in this case, a customer. So me personally speaking, I think this is a smart move from Google, and the fact they told us in advance what to expect is, I think, is sometimes they'll just make a change with Panda or Penguin, and we don't know until afterwards, until we have to do our research. But in this case, I think Google did a really good job of letting us know ahead of time of what we can expect. I want to touch on, and you mentioned, the screen with expanding and so forth, is that, not only are, a lot of the searches taking place from the mobile device, but voice recognition is also huge, which also has a big play in, mobile devices because people are driving in their sites, and the voice recognition piece, because of the mobile responsive, is converting it or finding the best search results. So again, personally speaking, I think this is a great move on.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, it just makes everything easier for the end user, and ultimately, whenever you make things easier, they are going to reward you by continually to use your product or service. So in Google's point of view, they have millions and millions and millions of users. And so even a 1% change in user base is quite significant to them. And I think it's very smart that they made this change. And this is something, this is not like a shock, like out of left field, like you said. They notified people in February. They gave people plenty of notice, but the reality is the trends have been coming for a long time that said, look, more and more people are using mobile devices. As a business owner, you should be smart enough to go, oh, okay, well, if more and more people are using mobile devices, maybe I should go on this Fandangle thing and actually see what my website looks like. And is it representing me? Is the branding correct? Is the image, the message correct on a mobile device and not just a desktop device?
No, you're absolutely right. And the purpose of our course, the marketing blueprint, is that we want to teach the business owner to be innovative, to kind of be on the leading edge of what technology is found on the internet. I mean, that's the whole purpose. So if we can give our clients that leading edge from, the competition, then you one up on them. And that's what I think the objective is. So I think this is going to be a good lesson. And again, we're going to talk more about this within our course. So if you're not a member, click the link and, find out more about us, what we're doing. And of course, and go to the link below and you can test your website to see if it is mobile responsive. Like Ryan says, it's very easy to do.
Right, totally. And so my recommendation is, if you're not sure if your website is mobile responsive, click on the link below regarding the webmaster tool that Google is making available. Simply type in your web address, and within less than a minute, Google will let you know if it's green or red and if there's any fixes that need to take place. If there are any issues, talk to your webmaster as soon as possible, because with WordPress, you can get a new site up and running that is mobile friendly pretty darn quickly. So unless you've got anything else to say, that's all I've got.
Yeah, you talked about WordPress. The other thing too, if you have a WordPress site, is there are also some free plugins that are really easy to install that will convert your page into a mobile-friendly website. So, again, that's something you want to look at too, and we'll talk about more about that as we get to know more and what Google starts to release out to the public. So,
right, and I think that's a great comment from the fact that if you are a business owner and maybe financially, tax day was just a couple of days, or it was last week now. If you're financially struggling a little bit, if you can just plug in a free plugin and it makes your website mobile friendly, therefore you're not losing traffic. It's just a win-win situation.
Absolutely. So anyways, Ryan, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. And we'll be talking again in next couple of days and doing another topic regarding internet marketing.
Great. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
All right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Bye.